Hi guys, welcome back to this space, and today we are reviewing At Ease. At Ease is currently streaming on Prime Video, and it is directed by Seun Richards and written by Stephanie Dadet. The film is produced by Ikechukwu Omanai, Steve Gukas, and Dotun Olakunrin. The initiative of giving a voice to budding directors and filmmakers is a good one because the number of movies we've seen from these producers have been a brilliant one, and I can tell you that these are breath of fresh air, and At Ease is one addition to the list. Let us have the review, and to start with the movie synopsis. At Ease explores the complex dynamics of family and the emotional toll that war leaves behind. The story follows Captain Agbo, a soldier battling with the invisible scars of war as he struggles to hold on to his family, sanity, and life. The actors' performances, and to start, the lead character Agbo, and this character is played by Asa'ah Samuel. You know, one interesting thing about this film is the fact that this lead character is someone I am seeing for the very first time, and I can tell you for a fact that after seeing him in this movie, I'm looking forward to more movies where I can see him really put out his craft and showcase his talent. Here in this movie, he was able to do justice to the role of this traumatized soldier who is struggling with his life and cannot deal with the fact that he lost all his men to war. It's a brilliant story, and the way this man was able to put out this emotion, this character, and let us feel that this man is really in pain. This soldier who had just survived this war is a survivor, but mentally he is not in a good place. I love how he really portrayed this, and with his performance you can say this is a good work. Next on the list is Lara, played by Anee Icha. One thing I can tell you for a fact is that when I saw this face in this movie, I was just ready to see it. I am ready to see whatsoever she has up her sleeves. I've seen her before in a movie earlier this year known as Casa de Novia, and there she really projects a very funny character, but yeah, it's a more serious one. And in this film, to be sincere, in as much as I feel bad for Agbo, this character Lara is one that I feel the most for, because what is that pain she did have to go through? Yes, everybody might be focusing on the lead character, but I think the pain Lara was have to experience and all of that was way more for me. That is how I feel, because she's the one who is there, who wants to support this man, who wants to lift him, who wants him to be out of this dark space he is in. But it seems as though this has not been resolved and all of that, and it's so bad at which she is just in a situation where everything seems to be like it's not working for her. If she should leave him and all of that, it's still a lose-lose for her. If she should stay and is not ready to get treatment, is not ready to come up and be better and all of that, it's still like a bad situation for her. She was just in a very bad situation. In as much as she was there for this man, all her efforts seem like they are not really there. It seems as though she was not doing anything, and it's a very horrible one. I love how she was able to portray this, and she did justice to this role. Next is Colonel Seun Keppy. Ekpenyong. I hope I pronounced that name very well. We know him in a good number of films, we've seen him before, and yeah, he just did justice to this movie also. And we have Eniola, played by Rekia Ibrahim Atta, and she's the mother to Lara, and she's just that very passionate mother who will protect her own, to be sincere. This scene where was his name? Ifeanyi went to meet them. Is it Ifeanyi? Yes, they call him Ifeanyi also. Agbo, where he went to meet the wife in her father's house, and he just want to have access to the wife and the child. I felt so bad how the mother went on, she was screaming, "Get out, get out, get out." It just really showcased how mothers can be very, very protective of their husband, their children, anything that belongs to them. They are like, the motherly love was vividly portrayed. You can see that she do not care what is wrong. She do not want to understand his situation. She just wants to protect her own, and this woman just did justice to this role. Then the next on my list is Nnamdi, I feel like Nnamdi is played by Odunaro Emmanuel, and I'll tell you that this boy is the star of the show. Yes, he is the star of the show. A very young boy, he is a child to Nnamdi and Lara, and he also suffered the brunt of this mental situation the father is facing, because the father almost killed him while he was dealing with the post-traumatic stress and whatnot that comes um with having been a survivor of war. You know, one thing about this child is the fact that he's very vocal, his performance seems very natural. There is a very good, what will I call it? A very good chemistry between the child and the father, the child and the mother, and it just seems so real. It does not seem like they've picked a child from the streets and want him to just put out some character. He was able to do justice to it. Moving on to the next is Dejumo, played by Tony Ezemadu, and he's the father of Lara, and also a very minor role, but executed very well. Then Dr. Linda and whatnot. So this movie do not really have so much actors, but it's a good one, and I think all of them on this one they did well. So moving on to the good, the bad, and rants and whatnot about this movie. If you're someone who wants to laugh, you want to laugh badly and whatnot, this movie is not for you. Just scroll. This movie is not for you. But if you're someone who just wants to connect with, who wants to understand the psychological stress, who wants to understand the place at which people who survive war find themselves, and how the battle with life, family, their sanity, and everything around them after this, I think you really enjoy it. This movie did justice to it. And for the bad, like seriously, I was so into this movie that I could not even figure out any bad about it, or probably it does not even have a bad. I don't know. I know other people might actually see it and they might see so much fault to it. I find myself so connected to this movie, and I find it very hard to remember one thing in this movie that I did not find appealing, or I did not find good enough. Aside that, the good and whatnot, I already told you the actor performances are brilliant. I really love how it was done. The style of the show is a child actor. The story is a very unique one, a very brilliant one, and I think it's a unique one, it's a brilliant one, and I love how it was executed. What else again? Dialogues and all of that. I think dialogues was brilliant. There is not too much of dragging feet with this movie. I think it went straight into it. They have a very good start and it ended brilliantly well. I love the fact that he eventually he eventually had to go seek treatment and he got therapy. So this is all I'm discussing for this movie. At least it's a good one, and I enjoyed what I saw. So bye, and see you on to the next.